Good morning from Chicago, the risk management capital of the world. I'm Alan Nuckman with Trading Advantage with your morning market stir for Tuesday, August 27th. Well, welcome again to summer markets. Some are good, some are slow. Yesterday we had a relatively quiet day. We were positive all day, gave it up in the last half hour. The S&P ended up being down 7.5 at 1654. So we saw about a 0.4% loss across the board yesterday. The S&P had a high of 1667.5, which is the midpoint of the 1705 all-time highs and that 1630 low from last week. So it hit that hard resistance at that midpoint and backed off. Dow futures were down 60, 14,924. The Nasdaq was actually positive at 3121.5, had a high of 3147. 3148 is the 13-year high from just a few weeks back. The dollar index was steady, 81.43. The euro was down 12, 133.72. Had a very tight range. We had holidays in Europe. 133.96 high, 133.58 was the low. So we had some of those exchanges that were closed. The bond market continues to hold above that 130 level, bounced up 13, 132.07, looking like it's trying to form a technical bottom here. We'll look to see if it can push up to 134. Crude oil was down 16, 106.26. The high was 107.37. The low was 105.50. And gold got up to 1407 high yesterday. So new relative highs broke above that 1400 level, which was that midpoint of the 1600 to 1200 action, closed at 1394. So after the quiet day yesterday that sold off at the end, where do things stand on this Tuesday morning to start off a new trading session? Well, we're down. We're down 0.7% to start with right now. E-mini S&P down 12, 1642. Dow futures are down 90, 14,841. And the Nasdaq's given back 28 points at 3093 after getting within 1 point of the 13-year highs yesterday. The dollar index is steady, 81.50. The euro's down 27, 133.47. And right now bonds are seeing a little bit of a bounce, up 17 ticks at 132.15 with stocks selling off. But we do have the treasuries below those midpoints in yield that we've been talking about for the last 5 years anyways, as far as the midpoints. We've only been talking about it for the past couple of months. 3.75 is the yield on the 30-year treasury, and 2.77 is the yield on the 10-year note. We talked about that 2.8 being that very critical resistance. It pushed above it a little bit last week, and now we're back below. Crude oil is up 108 at 107 with talk of Syria issues, and gold is up $17 at 1411, continues to push higher. So to wrap up the current action, 2 hours to go before the cash stock market open, we're down. We're down 12 points in the E-mini S&P at 1642. Last week's low was around 1630. Dow futures are off 90 as we stand right now. I will see you early Wednesday morning for the morning market stir to set up your trading day. Alan Nuckman from Trading Advantage here at the CME Group, where it all comes back to commodities.